Hello everybody, welcome back. It is Russia's turn, round 2. Let's go ahead and finish up Germany's turn. So, battle here in season 109 was successful. The battle here in 125 was also successful, destroying that submarine. The submarine perished in 110, but they took out the destroyer as well. The Germans have conquered the rest of France and now have a port to the Mediterranean, plus a factory. And then the German fighter took out that lone British transport so that they could not do anything with those infantry. The Germans took the first 3 steps into Russia, brought all their planes back to Western Germany, built the battleship here in this season with the rest of the Navy. The Germans now have the upper hand in the Atlantic naval-wise. And that's basically all that happened. I forgot to put the chips down, but forgot to put the chips down, but Germany got a total of 6 damage on the British major factory, and so that will do that. Alright, Germany will make, I also forgot something else, because I'm just on fire today. So 25, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. They're $2 short of making 50. Well, we're going to have to keep those 2 5s because I'm out of 10s. So they are just a couple dollars short of making $50. So Germany's getting pretty powerful. And now we're going to see what the Russians are going to do to combat that. Alright, the Russians have their $32. We're going to buy 9 infantry, a tank, and an artillery. This is a standard buy for the Russians. You buy an artillery to help boost your infantry, and you buy a tank to give your infantry that needed firepower, and then you buy as many infantry as possible because you got to absorb this massive force. Not to mention you have 10 mechs on the way, plus the entire Air Force to help back it up. Plus another invasion force coming in from Norway. So the Russians have a lot to deal with. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you the only 2 attack moves that the Russians will have. Number 1 is they're going to come in here into northern Persia, take northern Persia. Now that they have northern Persia, Britain will take Persia itself, and then the combined might will take Iraq, and the Russians will take Iraq, giving them that extra $5 per turn that will really help them out. I decided to leave Persia for Britain because Cairo is going to fall, Egypt's going to fall, and Britain needs a factory that's much closer to the Mediterranean. Also, it can help with both ways, towards India, or even come up to the Caucasus. And so it's just a much better strategic location for the British money to actually impact the war in Europe. So besides that assault here in northern Persia, we're going to assault this 1 infantry here in the Baltic states, gain $1 back, get rid of a German infantry, and then the only other things we're going to do is we're going to pull everybody back to Bryansk. Reason why is because the might of the Russian army is no match for the German army, and so they must pull back into a retreat stance, into a defensive stance, and gather full strength before even thinking about attacking this massive stack. So that's the main thing. One other thing that's going to happen is an infantry from the Ukraine is going to come back and take Bessarabia. The main reason is because we don't want to lose this factory, third round. That'd be dumb. We need as many spaces as possible, as many factories as possible, to build as many units to the front lines as possible. And if you notice, the Germans, if they keep Bessarabia, they can go 1-2 with their tanks into western Ukraine, and then the entire Air Force on the airbase can go 1, 2, 3 into Bessarabia, 4 into Ukraine, and 5 back into Bessarabia. So that would mean the downfall of Ukraine. So and we can't have that. So with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and use that infantry. But besides that, everything is going to retreat back to Bryansk. The other thing that's going to happen is these infantry here, this stack will stay here, but everything else is moving back this way because China's going to need help eventually, and it's looking like the Germans are coming on strong, meaning that the Russians are going to need every troop they can get. And that's all I got for you in this video. Russia's not doing a whole lot this turn because, frankly, they got a big problem. Big problem. And basically America needs to hurry up and get their act together. But anyway, that's the end of Russia's turn, and I will see you guys in Japan's video. Alright, thanks.